Hey everyone, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Oz Chris, here with a video on a look back at America, the worst comic book ever. Uh, so, uh, you can probably see why America was cancelled, considering that I was able to get an issue at my comic book store at a reduced price. Considering Marvel books nowadays at the LCS sell for $7.25 Australian, this was sold for $2. So they definitely put this on special to get rid of it because they probably had a lot. Uh, Probably a lot of thick stacks. So I decided, you know, I've seen reviews of America, I've seen the cringe, I've seen the terrible, but I haven't actually read it, and now I regret it. Why did I read this comic? Why? Top 10 answers science. No, top 10 questions science has yet to answer. Why did I read America? Because I obviously hate myself. Honestly, this is a terrible start to a story. It's all over the place. Like, let's just start with the introduction. So, start with who is America to you? Bare Fists, Stars and Hearts, Mega Babe, my best one. In Midgard speak, she's a bad mama jama. Now where is the bacon aisle? Haha. Oh look, self-insert. She's our future. Funny because she got cancelled. Now this is funny. So for anyone that actually, unfortunately, who had to read America or did read America, there's a point later on in her series. She points, I think even in these uh, introductions, these summaries at the start of each issue, where Gabby Rivera says that America Chavez is an exile from the utopian parallel. But in the start here, but she can't go home again. She left the utopian parallel when she was a little girl. There's a difference between leaving on your own accord and being exiled. The latter is where you pretty much your people, the village, city, whatever, all decide to kick you out because they don't want you. To be fair, America Chavez isn't likable. She's a terrible person. So I could understand why they would exile her, but in this little paragraph, it explains that she left on her own accord. She wasn't exiled. She left. She just, I don't want to be here anymore, and just left. So, big indication that Gabby Rivera couldn't even cross-reference her own work. So it just starts off America saving the day as usual. Kind of usual. Then we're introduced, if you didn't read Ultimate, you're introduced to a girlfriend. They're all lovey-dovey, and then they seemingly break up on the next page after. Ugh. And then America goes to university, which seems to be the main plot that Gabby Rivera likes to point out, that America Chavez has gone to school, despite the fact she spends most of her time not at school learning. I don't see the point of her being in a university if she doesn't learn. She's essentially a full-time superhero. And the cringe continues with the Lily Multipass Phi Theta Betas. Hey kids, did you watch Fifth Element? And of course you have to have the Prodigy, what the holy menstruation are you doing here? And don't you like not have any powers anymore? What are you doing at Sotomayor? So because I'm no longer a mutant, I can't go to university. It's not all supers here. Try again not to be insulting. I know you can do it, Chavez. Ugh. Who approved this? Jesus Christ, Marvel. Who approved? This is terrible. The dialogue is terrible. The art is subpar. I'm pretty sure I could have just drawn this whole book with stick figures and people would say it was better. The only good art is on the cover. The art in the book itself is bad. It's subpar. Like, there's just random points where the artist just gives up drawing America's face. Like, look at this. It's just dots. This seemingly just gave up on the face. Much like anyone who read America, they just gave up everything. And of course, the infamous America Chavez punching Hitler is, we need to get, because Captain America did it in that thing, but we got to have America do it this time because I don't know. This book is terrible. Honestly, just art, storytelling, dialogue. It is a bad book. Who at Marvel approved this? Axel Alonso. Jesus Christ, no wonder why he's not in the job anymore. Tom Brevoort, executive editor. Don't know how to edit. Not even the editors or the associate or assistant editors could edit this book properly. This is a terrible book. No one went back and said, rewrite this. This is trash. This is an abomination. So is this the worst comic book ever? Probably. There is other terrible comic books. This is definitely one of them. Marvel, what the hell were you thinking when you approved this shit? Jesus Christ. God, thank God this series is cancelled. Back when CB had some fucking balls to himself, he started to man up and just cancel all the lowest selling titles. This was going off from Comic-Con. Wasn't this shipping under 5,000 units? That is worse than terrible. Like right now it's at a point, if it's shipping less than 10,000, that's bad. Unlike Maranya pointed out in one of my live streams, Marvel back in the day, 65K was a cancellation point regardless of whether the book was good or not. 65K. No Marvel book today could probably stay at that number. 65K. You have a huge start with a number one. Always over like the 20,000s, the 30,000s. And then you see the huge decreases between each issue because no one wants to pick them up anymore. Or no one wants to order them anymore. God, this is a terrible... Why the fuck did I read this? Ugh. This was like a few minutes I'm never going to get back from my life. Marvel, don't bring this back. Honestly, do not bring America back. And don't make sure it's not Gabby Rivera. Like, you did it with Iceman and Unstoppable Wasp. You brought them back and you kept the same writers. If those writers could not prevent the series from being cancelled, why did you give them a second chance? House of dumb ideas. After reading this, I'm just gonna go read some manga. Yeah, I'm gonna actually read some good comics, some manga as well. I don't know. Need to relax after reading this travesty of a comic book. Oh, and before, like, if there's any, like, SJW types and all that. No, it's not because she is a brown Latino girl. A brown lesbian Latino girl. No, it's a terrible comic. I don't care about her race or her sexuality. It's just a terrible comic. The writing is terrible. The art is very subpar. The dialogue is just cringy as holy menstruation. What editor allowed that? Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna I'm taking a break now. That's it. That's it for this video. Sorry everyone. That's like roughly 11 minutes you're never gonna get back from your life. Should it probably be entertaining to see me suffer, but that's time I've just wasted. I'm never gonna get back. I'll see you all in a better video next time. You're just a